So we're back on day 22 of No Nut November. So, like I mentioned in the video before, I was just gonna leave it for a few days and come back, which I have. So, I just wanted to cover the basic stuff that I normally do, which is, urges and benefits pretty much. So, in terms of urges, I'm okay. I feel like I can get to the 30 days, obviously, and yeah, it's sort of just evened out at this point where during the day I will get a few urges and then I will just get over them. In terms of benefits, I mean, as much as I want there to be some, I'm just gonna have to be honest and say there hasn't really been any, to be honest. Like, I think initially in that first week I was sort of feeling, a couple in terms of a bit more energy, sort of a bit more motivation just to get stuff done, like just to get work done and stuff. But I feel like as time's gone on, it's just sort of been a bit of a pain, really. I mean, yeah, the urges are manageable, but then you've got to think if there's times sort of, like in the night or just when you're lounging about and you just need to get rid of it, as in get rid of the urge, and you can't. It's sort of a situation where you're just waiting for that to pass, kind of thing. So yeah, as much as I want there to be benefits, I mean, what are we on? We're on day 22 now, and there's not really been much to report, I'm afraid. But I guess we'll keep an eye on it because there's still 8 days to go. But up until now, I'll be honest, there's not been much. I mean, I'm trying as hard as I can to think of some. Like, maybe there's been a bit more energy than normal, but even still, it's very minor. So I have been thinking of, how I'm gonna continue on with this, because I do think the idea of not watching adult content, regularly or even just at all, I do feel like not watching that has got some sort of benefit, because for me now, I feel like I can almost see the beauty in women who are just natural looking and just common women that you'd see. And maybe when I was constantly watching adult content, I probably couldn't see that. So I guess that maybe that's a slight benefit. So I think going forward, it's going to be a case of just completely eradicating adult content from my life and just not watching it at all. And, if I do feel the need to release, it'll be through, I'll try and make it so it's just through imagination, completely on its own, and see how that goes for me, and maybe not do it too regular. So maybe like once a week, once every 3 days, something like that. It's going to be an experiment, to be honest, guys, because what we've done from obviously this month, it's been nothing at all, and like I've already said, the benefits haven't really been there. But the one thing to take away from this, and I guess the whole reason why the No Nut November challenge started originally, was to just get rid of that adult content out of your life, that fakeness, because I do feel like that's where the damage is done for people, and maybe for me as well in the past. So it is going to be it's going to be tricky, because I feel like if you are releasing that temptation to load up them websites it's always going to be there, I think. Because for me, I mean, I've been watching it for many years, and people watching this video probably have as well. So to completely get rid of that out of my life is going to be a tricky one, and that's why I guess this month has helped in the sense that I can't do it at all. I can't release at all. So that temptation to get onto an adult content website is almost, it almost doesn't even enter my brain. Whereas if I was to release regularly, that temptation would always be there. So it's going to be that's the I feel like that's the goal, is to just get rid of that completely. And then see if any benefits come from that, because it's one of them where, like I've already said, I did want there to be benefits. I really did, because it would just be nice to to avoid doing something and getting something from it, kind of thing. It's kind of hard to put into words, but yeah, that's sort of where I'm at the moment. Maybe I'll go away and do a bit of research and see what I can find. But for me, yeah, that's where we're at, really. But again, like I've said, still 8 days to go, so we'll have to see where we're at with it, because who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe we'll get to like the 26th or the 27th, and I'll be like, oh, I do want to carry on with this because I've seen something that I'm not seeing today, and I've not seen in the past 3 weeks or whatever. So yeah, we'll leave it there for today, guys. In terms of videos, I think I will be back on Wednesday, maybe Wednesday. And then I'll try and make a few before the challenge ends, of course. So yeah, we'll call it there.